Hey folks, how are you? Matt Peralt back with you here on PlayPicks.com. Time for another March Madness video. This time we're talking about sleepers. These are teams that I like that might not be getting a lot of attention, teams that might be worth a little bit of a future wager, looking for essentially who is going to be the next Illinois Chicago, right? Who is that, oh my gosh, I can't believe that team actually got out of their bracket. Bracket busting teams that are a ton of fun. But before we talk about sleepers here, let's talk about what you can do thanks to playpicks.com/bonus. Great site to go to, playpicks.com/bonus or dkpicks.com. Speaking of DraftKings, right here on the screen, $25 right there for free just for joining DraftKings. $25 in your bank account. Boom, go gamble, go have a good time. Also, BetStars, $500, a risk-free bet. How about that? From BetStars. Very easy for new customers. FanDuel's got it as well. $500. They're going to refund it to you if you lose your first bet. So you put $500 in. If you lose, you get it back. How about that? It's pretty good thanks to FanDuel on playpicks.com/bonus. All right. So when it comes to sleepers, all right, we're talking about the draw. We're talking about what these teams look like. Let's go through some of the stats here. And let's start with a team like UC Irvine. All right. This team, first place in the Big West Conference, 18-1. They've won 16 games in a row. Hello. They are red hot. On my radio program on Station Radio, pushing the odds that I host every day here in Vegas, every weekday here in Vegas, we had Russell Turner, the head coach, on with me, and he talked about his team and how they're going to take on Kansas State. So this is a team out of the Midwest bracket, okay? So they've got Kansas State coming up first. Sorry, out of the South bracket. South bracket. Kansas State first. A team they should beat. Dean Wade probably not playing, the best player for Kansas State. All Big 12 player, not available due to a foot injury. So he's probably out. I like UC Irvine to win that game. Then I like Oregon to beat Wisconsin. So Oregon's right there. Could UC Irvine beat Oregon? Yes. Why? They both play a very similar style. Again, slow it down. They play defense. They rebound. They have teams like, look at some of these stats for UC Irvine. You go to their team stats. UC Irvine right now, they are, 17th in the country, points per game. Effective field goal percentage, not great, right? 137th. However, opponents, number 6. Effective field goal percentage. This team is going to rebound. They're 12th best in the country. They play defense. They rebound. That travels. No matter where you go, it travels when you play defense and you can rebound. UC Irvine is a fun team to watch. I like them. They're dangerous. As a 13 seed, that's a dangerous 13 seed coming out of the Big West. They are experienced, and they're playing in California, which gives them an opportunity to play in front of their home fans, which is really big. Okay, let's go to Wofford here. Okay, Wofford playing out of the Midwest bracket, and Wofford, the Terriers. I mean, look at this team right now. I mean, Wofford 29-4. They've won 20 games in a row for Wofford. Again, it's kind of a theme here. I love teams that are hot. I love teams that are playing well in the tournament and understand how to win. They played North Carolina in the first game of the year. They lost, but they've seen that type of pedigree. Okay, so Wofford has seen the best. Number 1 seed, took on Oklahoma as well, lost to them, but they've gotten some big wins. They took on Kansas, lost to them, but see, they've played these teams. They won't be wowed by what they're going to get themselves into coming up here in the dance. Wofford has got Seton Hall early. Wofford's favored in this game as the 7 seed. I think they win that game relatively easily, and then it comes to Kentucky. Can they beat Kentucky? Look, I think they can. They're 12th best in the country in scoring. This is a team that shares the basketball. Effective field goal percentage, 57.8, boys and girls. I love that. 57.8 for Wofford. 3-point percentage, second best in the country, 41.6. You shoot the 3, you shoot well. I mean, defensively, they're not great. 63rd in the country, though, isn't horrible. Wofford, if they get past Kentucky, okay, let's look at some of these numbers here, all right, in terms of what you might look at from a regional winning perspective when it comes to Wofford and UC Irvine. First, UC Irvine Sportsbook, DraftKings Sportsbook, plus 7,000 for that, so huge value there. But Wofford, the value in Wofford, I mean, you start looking around, you're like, okay, it's not as crazy as you would think out of the Midwest, because here's Wofford, plus 1,500. That's not crazy. It's great value, but it's not nuts, okay? So, I mean, Houston, we'll get to them in a second, but Wofford plus 1,500 to win the Midwest region to get to the Final Four. Wofford's a team that I wouldn't hate. You want to go with a future wager coming up on Wofford. Also, if you want to go and to take a look at here, out of with FanDuel for them. If you want to look at Wofford and we got to go to the Midwest out of Wofford, and they are plus 2,600. So you get even longer odds here. You can get more value out of Wofford at FanDuel at plus 2,600. You want to get into a little UC Irvine. We got to open up the whole thing, but plus 6,500 on FanDuel for UC Irvine when it comes to winning the South, which is a little bit of a longer run here, but UC Irvine plus 6,500 if you want to go on with that, and then plus 7,000 for UC Irvine at FanDuel. Okay, next team with a sleeper, Northeastern. This is going to be interesting. They got Kansas, okay? So they got a tall task ahead of them. But if they were able to win, they'll take on Auburn, a team that plays very similar to them. Tons of threes. So points, 76 points per game. But here we go. Effective field goal percentage. I love it. 5th best in the country. 3-point percentage, 14th best in the country. This team shoots if they get hot. Northeastern can be a very dangerous team. Look, jump shots, your legs, it's difficult in the tournament, but this is an experienced team. I really think this is a team where you got to be very careful with Northeastern. They've won 7 games in a row, 23-10. Not the most difficult non-conference schedule for them. Vatech losing pretty big by 28 points there. They did beat Harvard. They beat Alabama. 2 teams that are in the NIT. Not a great non-con, but I mean, I love their offense. And you're looking for Cinderellas, a team that can bomb threes and they get red hot. Maybe they shoot themselves deep into the tournament. I don't think you'll see a Northeastern winning the Midwest bracket, but if you want to go down that road and take a look at the Midwest bracket potentially and say, all right, what happens to Northeastern? That's plus 10,000. Plus 10,000 on Northeastern with the Midwest bracket over at FanDuel. You want to go with Northeastern, and they are plus 8,000 over to win the Midwest region. Okay, more sleepers. Let's talk about Buffalo. This team, boy, oh boy. Okay, quickly just look at Buffalo for a second because I think you're going to be kind of interested here with to win the West region. How about this? 1,500 Buffalo. That's not that long of a shot here for Buffalo as the number 6 seed, plus 1,500 at FanDuel at DraftKings. And if you want to go over to FanDuel and take a look at Buffalo, they again plus 2,400. So if you like them, little longer odds at FanDuel plus 2,400. But this is a team, my goodness, okay? 5th best in the country in scoring, 84.8 points per game. Boy, oh boy. Not great with effective field goal percentage at 60th, but they really get up and down. 15th best in 2-point percentage, 55.8%. They don't shoot the 3, though. They look to get to the rim, 33.6%. So it really matters who they wind up playing. And look, if they wind up playing Texas Tech in the second round, that's going to be difficult. Tech is a great defensive team. They're going to have to shoot the lights out to beat Texas Tech because offensively, they're great. Defensively, they're not. 157th, but this Buffalo Bulls team, a lot of fun. Won 12 games in a row, 31-3. They beat West Virginia. They've taken on. They lost to Marquette, but they've seen Marquette offensive-minded team they're going to face. Texas Tech matchup is really difficult because if they get past Texas Tech, they get to Michigan, and they can play with Michigan. And it just comes down to their ability to get to the rim, their ability to score in transition. But Buffalo is a ton of fun. 19-2 in the MAC, winning the MAC. They're a team you got to be very, very wary of. And our final team to look at from a sleeper perspective are the Houston Cougars. All right, let's talk about the Cougs. 18-3, 31-3 overall. Look at this resume. They ran through everyone in their conference. They beat LSU. They beat Oregon. They've beaten teams in the field. Houston, it's maybe tough to call a 3 seed a sleeper, but I mean, just in terms of betting and a betting perspective, you want to talk about them winning the Midwest bracket. Houston plus 500. You want something that's a long shot, but a little more shorter odds. Plus 500 at DraftKings. If you want to look at FanDuel here for a Buffalo team that could make a run, plus 2,400. Houston rather. Excuse me, not Buffalo, but a Houston team coming out of the Midwest bracket. Houston is plus 750. Plus 750 for Houston. So 750 at FanDuel, and you want to look at it from plus 500 here on DraftKings, a little bit of a shorter, better odds at FanDuel to win the bracket and make the Final Four. So UC Irvine, Wofford, Northeastern, Buffalo, and Houston. Those are 5 teams I'm looking at from a sleeper perspective here for the NCAA tournament. Teams I think that could make a run, team that could potentially be this year's Illinois-Chicago, and you've seen the numbers, some long odds, some decent future opportunities to jump on those teams. Okay, remember, you're going to go to playpicks.com/bonus. We're talking about $25 for free just for joining with DraftKings. $500 here, a risk-free bet for new customers at BetStars and FanDuel. Also, same thing, $500, a risk-free wager. All these awesome exclusive offers thanks to playpicks.com/bonus, dkpicks.com as well. I'm Matt Peralt. Below, hit subscribe. We're going to be with you through the entire tournament, having a ton of fun, picking games, picking winners, breaking down the bracket as we get to the opening weekend. Then we'll get to the second weekend, the Final Four, the National Championship, and all the fun stuff here coming up on our YouTube channel. So hit subscribe. And then below in the comment section, tell me a sleeper pick that you like. Who are you riding with? Who is this year's Illinois-Chicago? If you don't like UC Irvine or Wofford, Northeastern, you have a different team you want to roll with, tell me who you like, what double-digit seed could be playing in the second weekend and beyond for the NCAA tournament. So tell me what you think. Let's keep it going. Let's keep picking winners here. I'm Matt Peralta. More to come. Stay with us on PlayPicks.com's YouTube channel for the NCAA tournament.